Good afternoon to all those who are following our project. As I promised in our reports, you can see the picture behind my back as we move 7 league steps towards the completion of our facility. We're on schedule. We're getting everything done. I have very important news for you. We have come a very long way, solved a lot of administrative issues, obtained licenses, obtained all permits, and coordinated the project documentation. A lot of administrative work has been done, accounts have been opened, and now we are getting to the point where we can start our production in the very near future. At this stage, I believe I have done my job. All administrative issues are 90% closed. We are now approaching the point of purchasing equipment and completing the construction. The news I wanted to tell you. At this stage, it was decided that we needed a professional in construction, in production, setting it up and running it. We found such a person. He has tremendous experience in the Emirates. He has been involved in both construction of facilities, leading construction and manufacturing of building materials. I am ready to introduce you to Nikita Ostapenko, our new uTerra plant manager.
Eugenie, the previous manager of uTerra Middle East Agro Industries, for the opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Nikita Ostapenko. I started my duties about 2 months ago. I have already taken up the balls from Eugenie. All administrative and organizational issues for the startup and launch of the project were completed, and I had already come directly to the tasks of building our production facility. In the last video, you could see where the tasks were at. Now, there was an excavation, not even a foundation. But after 2 months, the construction is 70% complete. The final work on interior finishing, ventilation systems, waterproofing, and others is underway. You can also notice that here we have planned the laying of tiles for the site. We will be installing the car parking, and we will directly proceed to the delivery and installation of the equipment itself, as well as the testing of our products and compliance with the quality standards of our production. So, dear friends, we have moved into the general production area. Here you can see the work in progress and its status. Our contractor is installing the ventilation and air conditioning systems. This is the main area where our product will be manufactured. The reactors that have already been ordered will stand here, and within 1 month they will be delivered to our production facility. If we move on to the next area, there will be a packing and filling area for our product. And there will also be a storage area for raw materials and finished products. The other rooms provide showers for workers, canteens. As you can see, the contractor here is installing the firefighting system, so we are in the final stage of work. According to preliminary forecasts, within a month we should complete the turnkey construction. Everything we need is available in the local market. A lot of work has been done to select the color scheme, the quality of materials. I would like to focus on the choice of ventilation system. We didn't just install a ventilation system, we also installed an additional clean air system, so we will have an eco-friendly process. All water from the air conditioning system will be collected in one tank and will be used to water the lawns on our lab facade. I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Badush. This is the general contractor's representative, who is also the project manager. He is fully responsible for doing everything from finishing, pouring concrete, and everything else. The works are on time. There are no complaints in principle. They have carried out quite a lot of construction works in this free zone, erected many buildings and structures. I'd like to turn the floor over to him, and he'll say a few words about us, our company, and the progress of the construction.
Hi, good morning. I'm Badusha from Asian Star Building. We are based in Ras Al Khaimah, and the project we are doing in Algir Industrial Area. The progress of the work is going good now. Quality of the work what we are doing is very good. As Mr. Oleg know about our company, based on our quality, he award the job to us. And the client, mashallah, they're very good. They're good professionals, and they paying correct time actually. Even if you submit invoice, next day they're paying. So we don't have any issue. There's no payment issue with the client, and the work is going in the good quality. Mr. Nikita is a big technical manager. He's doing everything very perfectly, and all the approvals he is checking, and he's giving the approvals for each and every items. So hopefully the project is coming to end now. Maybe next month we're going to complete and we'll hand over it smoothly, and with them Mr. Nikita.
As he correctly said, all the works are on time. We follow and monitor the quality of the works and the quality of the materials provided on a daily basis. Everything is going according to our contract and arrangements. I think that in about a month, the facility will be ready for turnkey delivery, and we will record the next video from our office with production and the first released products. Let's continue our tour of the completed works. At this stage, Yamase, our expenses amount to about 1.5 million dirhams. This is for general construction work, not including the purchase of equipment for manufacturing and the purchase of equipment for our testing lab. The cost of one ventilation, air cooling and conditioning system in the room, and with the installation of an air purification system, was around 700,000 dirhams. 672,000 dirhams to be exact. What about the utility system and the connection of power and water supply? We have our service facilities ready, have submitted drawings to government agencies, and are waiting for them to confirm our declared capacity. The maximum declared consumption capacity at the facility during the first stage of the biolaboratory construction will be about 600 kilowatts at peak load. You can also see that we have installed a large water tank according to fire safety regulations. This tank has a capacity of 230 cubic meters of water, and the cost is 110,000 dirhams per tank. Basically, now we don't have any interruptions in production. As I said, we are on schedule. Again, we have one general contractor on site. That's Mr. Badusha from Asia Star Building, as you may have seen him. And there are other contractors who are also working, who are installing firefighting systems, ventilation and air conditioning systems, and CCTV systems, but they are not working right now. I would also like to invite you to our temporary improvised warehouse, where we have already begun to deliver equipment for testing and developing new products. Next week, we will be bringing in a line for packing and packaging the fertility elixir. This will happen automatically. It costed 140,000 dirhams. In our previous video report, you could see how Eugenie said that the equipment has already been delivered. A wormery and a staple chain conveyor for the production of our vermicomposter, and in the future the elixir of fertility. Everyone may have a question, why isn't it installed? Because we didn't have a ready building. It's a bit there. But in the first half of October, we have already set up a team that will fly to us from Minsk, professionally install everything within 10 days, and it will be launched in parallel with the packaging and production line. This does not mean that production will already be up and running. After handing over the facility itself, we will need to receive a certificate of completion within a month, which means handing over the facility to government agencies and directly to the Free Zone Administration. And after that, we can apply for all utilities connection. This process will run in parallel with the installation of the equipment and the handover of the facility. I'd like to invite you to our improvised warehouse as well as our product testing area. Colleagues from Minsk periodically send us ready-made products, and we do not stand still but try to use them in the conditions of the local market and local soil specific. Planted several types of onion. You can see here number 4 uses our fertility elixir, and the results are obvious. How does the product work? We simply water the plant that is planted in the sand with our elixir and do nothing else. I would also like to note that based on our experiments on growing various crops, such as chili peppers, tomatoes, cucumbers, beets, our elixir works much better than existing equivalents on the market, which gives us great potential for entering the local market, especially in the context of government programs, such as the global greening project of the entire city, which will last until 2030. Also last year, a large area of wheat was sown and harvested in Sharjah, and this year 400 hectares were sown in large quantities with plans to sow 1,500 hectares of wheat by 2026. We have an understanding of where we will sell our products, not only for export, but also for the domestic market. Using only eco-friendly products, and in 2019 the Emirati government issued a regulation on the incoming quality control of all imported fruits and vegetables for nitrate content, so that they do not exceed the norm. Everyone in the world is striving for organic and healthy products, which is what our elixir can provide. It not only gives accelerated growth, but also enhances the flavor and richness of the final product grown on it. The product works great. I think we have a very large potential for a global world market and supply not only to the domestic market, but also to the foreign market. The Emirates is a global export hub with many logistics chains tied to Dubai ports. I think we're going to make it. This is as far as the elixir is concerned. Also, please note the laboratory equipment we have already purchased. Here, and over there is still somewhere around 80% of the equipment purchased. This is not a representation of production, but laboratory equipment to test the quality of the product. About 260,000 dirhams was spent to purchase this equipment. As I have already said, about 75 to 80% of the equipment has been purchased, and there is still expensive equipment that is not available on the local market, and we are waiting for deliveries from abroad. All in all, we are ready to launch, to produce, and it's going to work out. In the previous frames, as you have seen, we have a wormery and vermicomposter conveyor standing outdoors. We don't wait for it to be installed and pre-breed our worms. The direct producers of our product. This quantity is sufficient for initial loading and for the start of production, which does not entail any further action. Approximately in the 2nd or 3rd week of October, we will install the equipment, load raw materials and producers into the wormery, and slowly the process will be underway while we will connect the communications and put the facility into full production. I would also like to add something in terms of marketing and sales implementation. We don't stand still and carry out all the work in parallel. We hired a sales manager, a girl from Iran, and she is initially engaged in finding clients located abroad for the sale and export of our product to neighboring countries. We have preliminary agreements with clients from Iraq, Iran, and Afghanistan to purchase our products. We provided samples of the product for testing at the customer's site. They came to our office and we made good verbal preliminary agreements. There is an understanding that we will have the first sale made before the main production starts. As mentioned above, we have 3 contractors working on the site, 1 general contractor doing the overall scope of work, and 2 contractors working on the HVAC and firefighting system. This is for now. In the future, more contractors will be involved, but for smaller jobs that will be at the final stage of completion of construction. In terms of nationalities, it is a multinational team with people from Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Philippines, as well as other countries. I myself am from Ukraine, Eugenia is from Russia. We have a multinational team and we all worked well together. There are approximately 30 to 40 people on the construction site each day, depending on the work in progress. If at the initial stage, when the concrete work was carried out, there was a larger quantity, but now the quantity that is there now is sufficient. At this point, I think we can finish our progress video report. I hope that our next meeting will be recorded already from the office and directly from the production facilities with the product we produced in our hands. Also, if anyone is interested, you can go on YouTube anytime. You can write uTerra online, and we have a camera hanging on our office buildings that is broadcasting 24/7. You can follow the progress in terms of the work. We are not hiding anything. We are on schedule. We are doing well. And I think that soon we will green up our site and produce our fertility elixir.